Hello, guys, and good morning to you. Just a quick message for Sunday morning. I just thought I'd broadcast this and send this later. And this is just a brief one. I don't get to do this very often, but yeah, I just thought I'd share something with you on the Lord's Day, and hopefully yeah, give you something to think about and give us all something to think about a little bit. Give us a thought for the day from God's Word. So I just thought what was on my mind was Psalm 23. It's quite well known. Just to bring a couple of thoughts from it and go from there. So yeah, hope you're all right and hope things are going well for you. Okay, so the Lord is my shepherd. I have everything I need. He lets me lie down in green pastures. He leads me to calm water. He gives me new strength. He leads me on a path that is right for the good of his name. Even if I walk through a very dark valley, I will not be afraid, because you are with me. Your rod and your shepherd's staff, they comfort me. You prepare a meal for me in front of my enemies. You pour oil of blessing on my head. You fill my cup to overflowing. Surely goodness and mercy, surely goodness and love will be with me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. You know, I'm amazed really as I think about this psalm. I'm amazed with what God speaks to me about it. The first thing that comes to mind is the Lord is my shepherd. I have everything I need. You know, Paul writes, doesn't he? He says that I have learned the secret to being content, whether hands full or hands empty, whether living in plenty or in want. He says, I've learned the secret to being content and I can make it through anything in the one who makes me who I am. That's according to the Message Bible. And I love that translation, is the idea of making it through anything in the one who makes us who we are, is that we get our identity through him. And that's why we lack nothing, because of who he is and who he's made us to be. So just basically on this one, I thought that was I thought that really was the first point, really, that the Lord is our shepherd, and and you know, we don't lack anything really in his presence. We don't lack anything. The next point was he gives me new strength. He leads me beside still waters. He leads me through fresh pasture. That sense of God's protection and his strengthening hand. You know, Isaiah says, doesn't he? He writes something like, those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength. They shall run and not grow weary. They shall walk and not grow faint. We will mount up on wings like eagles. We'll soar like wings on wings of eagles in the sky. We'll soar like the eagle. You know, it reminds me that if you want to deal with your enemy, sometimes a snake has to fly. If an eagle is trying to deal with a snake, it will fly right up out into the huge altitude to deal with it. It will fly really, really, really high into the sky. Because when the eagle soars at the great high altitudes, the snake is powerless, and the gravity loss, the effect of all of that. I don't quite understand the science behind it, but the effect I'm reliably informed that the effect is that the snake can't do much at a high altitude, and dies. Basically, is succumbs to the eagle, succumbs to its prey, its bird of prey, and so we can deal with the enemy in our worship as we worship the King and go high and soar with him. He gives us fresh strength. He gives us strength. It's on the heights of the eagle that we need to be soaring, friends. We need to be encouraged. And the last thought, just as we close on this thought for the day: surely